Hi everyone, Abby here, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Here on my channel, AbbyBReviewing, I do product reviews, and I review a lot of Lululemon content. So today I'll be reviewing the Lululemon New Crew lunchbox here. Now I've been using this for over a month now, and I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion on it. But before I get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed so you can stay tuned to all my new videos dropping weekly and so you can help the channel grow. So I have this in the color Lavender Frost. It did come out in some other colors as well, which you could see on screen. Now, originally this was just out in two colors. There was a purple, there was a green. Some people weren't really happy about that, but just this week Lululemon released it in black as well, which is really great because you kind of got your bases covered with black, because black is a neutral. Now this lunchbox here currently goes for $38. Now, to show you guys the logo and all around the bag, you can see right up front there a Lululemon logo here. So this is kind of the back of the lunchbox. This is the front. At the front, you do have a little handle here. It does have a little bit of padding in here. You have dual zippers here. So you can kind of open and close it wherever you want. At the inside of the lunchbox, we got some storage, as well as a little message, better food, better mood. Now at the lid of the lunchbox here, you can see a little Lululemon logo, and there's a little bit of storage space on the inside here that you can close with a little snap. And for me, something I really like about this lunchbox is that it's really cute. I love the color, the apparent logo. A couple of things I wanted to highlight is one, the zipper. The zipper is nice and smooth on the one I have here. I haven't had any issues with it catching or hiccuping or anything, and I really like that it's a double zipper so I can just kind of close it and open it wherever I want to. Now another thing is this has a 3.5 liter capacity. So it's not gonna hold super big items, but it can hold a good amount for you. So now I'm gonna show you guys an example of what this lunchbox can hold, and then I'm gonna talk about how long this can keep your food hot and cold. I got a little applesauce, juice box, an orange, or a clementine. I got a little kind of like Rice Krispie treat. And what I like to do is usually bring some type of meal type of thing. So a salad, or maybe a sandwich, a wrap, a bagel, something like that. So I'm just gonna put this in here. This is a container that I'd use for a nice big salad, or maybe some pasta, something like that for lunch. When I put that in here, it's kind of full, as you guys could see, but it does hold a decent amount actually for 3.5 liters. And if you guys are finding this video helpful so far, please go ahead and smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. And while you're there, subscribe if you're enjoying the content so you never miss when I post. Now at the top part here, we do have this part, which I usually put utensils. And lastly, I'd be putting in an ice pack. I usually have these little kind of like blue ones, but mine broke recently, so I don't have it to show you guys. But I'd put that I'd put two in here, typically one like on this side and one on this side, just to keep it cold. Now it does close without any issues. Once again, the zipper is quite nice. All right guys, so I just wanted to do a little bit of a comparison with my, lunch bag that I have comparing to this lunch box. So for the lunch box here, I think the major pro is the ease of kind of access to your food. You open it, you can easily grab everything. So here is the lunch bag that I have. This is one that I just grabbed from Walmart for about 20 bucks, so a bit cheaper than the Lululemon one. A benefit that this one has is just it's larger. So I could fit tall items in here. I could fit thermoses in here. Another benefit I like is that it does have water bottle pockets at the side, just so I can bring some water with me and not have to carry them, separately. The disadvantage of this one is you do have to stack your food, so it's not as easy of access compared to the Lululemon one. Now when it comes to how long this can keep my food hot or keep my food cold, so if I wanted to bring some hot food in here and keep it hot, if you are someone who you have kind of smaller, shorter and thinner thermoses, you could fit some super oatmeal in here, something like that. It keeps my food hot for about 2 hours. After that, your food's gonna be warm. It's not really gonna be very hot. So keeps it hot for not the longest amount of time. When it comes to keeping your food cold, then you have some ice packs in here. It can keep my food cold for around 4.5 to 5 hours. For me, that usually works because let's say you start work at 7, or 8, and then your lunchtime's around 12, this is gonna keep your food cold. Until then, you won't really have any issues. If you put like yogurts in here or cheese or sandwiches or salads, whatever, it's gonna keep that stuff cold. So it's pretty helpful for lunches. If you're, somewhere without a fridge and you need to keep your stuff cold, this works pretty well as long as you have ice packs in here. If you have no ice packs, it really doesn't do much on its own. So this can be pretty handy if you're using it to keep things cold. If you're using it to keep your food hot, not the most helpful, because most people, they're not gonna have lunch within like 2 hours or so of them getting to work or getting to school or wherever. So not as helpful there. When it comes to cleaning this, you kind of just have to wipe it out. I've wiped it out with like Lysol wipes, paper towel, water, things like that. It has stayed pretty clean. As you guys see, mine's still pretty white. I don't have any stains or anything on it. So it's holding up pretty well. I wouldn't say it's hard to clean. There's easy access to the area here and at the top of the lunchbox, but you cannot wash this. It's kind of like wipe only, not even hand wash. So I'd be careful about getting stains on it because it would be hard to get it out of this, fabric on the outside especially. So when it comes to portability, taking this with you on the go, it's pretty lightweight, and the handle here has a little bit of padding, pretty comfortable to hold as well. And one thing I really like about this is that it's thin enough to fit into my backpacks. So if you're bringing this to school, or if you are bringing it to work or whatever, and you have a little backpack or you have a big bag, this can fit in there, or it can just fly solo because it's comfortable enough to hold as it is. So I do have some cons I've noticed about this lunchbox. First con for me would be the price. It's expensive. At $38 plus tax, that's a lot of money to spend for a basic lunchbox here. Another con for me is it's basic. I really wish that Lululemon would have put a zipper at the bottom here just for like ice packs. If they could have gave us a few centimeters here where we can throw ice packs in here, keep that separate, I think that would have been really nice design-wise, and I know some other lunchbox on the market are like that, so that would have been a nice thing to see. So another con for me would be it's just not tall enough to fit those larger items. So if you were someone who you wanted to bring large thermoses, with your soup, with hot foods in there, you can't really do that. You're gonna have to go out of your way and try to find those like longer, thinner thermoses to hold those types of hot foods. So that could definitely be a con for some of you out there, is that you can be limited to what you put in here depending on the size of it. All right, guys, so considering the price, the quality, the color, the functionality, the performance, the durability, and everything like that, I'd go ahead and give the New Crew lunchbox here an 8.5 out of 10. I definitely do give it a thumbs up. So if you guys are looking to pick up the New Crew lunchbox here, I've gone ahead and left a link down in the description for you to use. And if there's anything I missed that you want to know, go ahead and drop a comment below. I do read all the comments and I will definitely get back to you. Now, let me know what you guys think about this lunchbox here. I thought it was interesting to see Lululemon, make a lunchbox. Let me know if you guys have tried this out, what your thoughts on it are. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.